Botswana, a landlocked country in southern Africa, has a rich history shaped by early hunter-gatherer societies, powerful pre-colonial kingdoms, British colonial rule, and a peaceful transition to independence. Today, Botswana is known for its political stability, economic success, and strong democratic traditions. This history can be divided into key periods: early civilizations, the rise of the Tswana states, British colonial rule, and independence. Early history: hunter-gatherers and Bantu migration, pre-1600. The earliest inhabitants of present-day Botswana were the San Bushmen and Khoi people, who lived as hunter-gatherers for thousands of years. Evidence from ancient rock paintings in the Tsodilo Hills suggests that humans have lived in Botswana for over 70,000 years. These early societies relied on hunting, gathering, and later, pastoralism. Around 200 CE, Bantu-speaking people migrated from Central Africa, bringing ironworking, farming, and livestock herding. These groups, including the ancestors of today's Tswana people, settled in Botswana and established agricultural communities. The rise of the Tswana states 1600s to 1800s. By the 17th century, the Tswana people had organized themselves into large chiefdoms, ruled by kings known as Dikosi. Some of the most powerful Tswana states included the Ngwado, Kwena, and Tawana kingdoms. These societies were well structured, with social classes, traditional councils, and a strong system of governance led by Kagosi chiefs. Cattle became an important economic and social symbol, determining wealth and influence. Trade also flourished, with Tswana merchants exchanging ivory, skins, and metal goods with Portuguese and other African traders. By the 19th century, Tswana societies faced increasing threats from external forces, including Zulu expansion under Shaka Zulu, which forced many groups to migrate, and Boer settlers from South Africa, who sought land and resources. British colonial rule. The Bechuanaland Protectorate, 1885 to 1966. By the late 19th century, European colonial powers were competing for African territories. The discovery of diamonds and gold in South Africa increased British and Boer interest in Botswana's land. To protect themselves from Boer expansion, Tswana chiefs, including Khama III, Bathoan, and Sebele, traveled to London in 1885 to request British protection. The British agreed and declared Botswana the Bechuanaland Protectorate. Unlike in other colonies, the British did not settle in large numbers or exploit the land for farming. Instead, they governed indirectly through Tswana chiefs. However, the British prioritized their interests in South Africa, and Botswana remained underdeveloped, with little investment in infrastructure, education, or industry. In 1910, when South Africa formed the Union of South Africa, there was pressure for Bechuanaland to be incorporated into South Africa. However, opposition from Tswana leaders prevented this from happening, ensuring Botswana remained separate. During World War II, many Botswana people of Botswana served in the British military, and after the war, political movements for independence grew stronger. Independence and the birth of Botswana, 1966. By the 1950s and 1960s, calls for independence increased. Seretse Khama, a key nationalist leader, played a major role in negotiating Botswana's independence. He was a member of the royal family, but had faced British opposition due to his interracial marriage to Ruth Williams, a white Englishwoman. In 1965, the British agreed to grant independence, and Botswana became independent on September 30, 1966, with Seretse Khama as its first president. The country adopted a multi-party democracy and a constitution that promoted political stability. Post-independence development and economic growth, 1966 present. At the time of independence, Botswana was one of the poorest countries in the world, with little infrastructure, few schools, and a struggling economy. However, its fortunes changed dramatically with the discovery of diamonds in Orapa in 1967. Under Seretse Khama's leadership, Botswana used diamond revenues for national development, invested in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, maintained a strong democracy and rule of law. Khama's policies helped Botswana become one of Africa's most stable and fastest-growing economies. He was succeeded by Ketumile Masire, 1980 to 1998, who continued economic reforms and promoted peace in the region. In 1998, Festus Mogae became president, followed by Ian Khama Seretse-Khama's son in 2008, and Mokgweetsi Masisi in 2018. Botswana remains politically stable, with free elections and a strong commitment to democracy, challenges, and future prospects. Despite its successes, Botswana faces challenges, including HIV/AIDS, one of the highest infection rates in the world, though efforts have reduced cases. Economic diversification. The country relies heavily on diamonds, and efforts to expand into tourism, agriculture, and technology continue. Climate change. Botswana's semi-arid environment is vulnerable to droughts. However, Botswana's government continues to focus on good governance, economic reforms, and investment in human development to ensure long-term progress. Conclusion. Botswana's history is one of resilience, wise leadership, and economic transformation. From its early hunter-gatherer societies to the rise of Swana kingdoms, colonial rule, and independence, Botswana has grown into one of Africa's most successful and democratic nations. Its ability to manage resources wisely, maintain stability, and invest in its people makes it a model for other developing nations. P.S. In case you want to, feel free to reach out to me. If you need advice on your plans and ideas, and how to work on your gift and purpose, drop me a message here or email me at sopiansofgod@gmail.com, and we'll arrange a call. Will you like to write a book, share your story, ideas, or knowledge in a book? Now it's easier than ever. In 3 weeks, your book will be written and published. Send a message to bookmindsgmail.com. Get books on Amazon. Amazon Books. Check out our website, Wordflix Publishers. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.